The great journalist of Nigeria, Dr. Kemi for Kemi Talks Media. It is Saturday, the 23rd of November, 2024. Let's talk about Davido and the interview he did recently in the States regarding relocating to Nigeria. As much as I dislike Davido because he tweeted 3 items 6 years ago, disrespecting me, dragging my name and my brand because I was doing my work. This was in 2018. For those of you that don't know what Davido did to me, maybe this is your opportunity to know. I was investigating DJ Olu Chime and also Tagbo's death. I was also investigating Anu Adeleke, the child that he forgot about. I was also investigating the fact that him and Chioma broke up. I wasn't investigating that, but I was reporting that. And Davido came out in 3 tweets and called me a cheap drug user. He told me to oil my pussy and that I'm lacking sex, and he also called me a mad woman. This affected my name, my brand, everything. So now you understand exactly why I dislike Davido. And I still do. Regardless, what he said here is very important. It's very true. I have noticed some Nigerian government officials tweeting each other about this. First of all, you got to remember one thing, okay? I have a son who is American, who lived in Nigeria 11 years. I have 3 sons. 2 of them have never been to Nigeria. 1 lived with me 11 years. They're American citizens. Davido is an American citizen before he's a Nigerian citizen. I was there when he was born. He was born in the United States and he is American. The fact that he came to Nigeria because of he came home with his parents when they relocated back. His father got, a degree in petrochemical engineering. Dr. DJ Adeleke moved home with his wife, Veronica, and they settled in Nigeria. Aside from all that, okay, and Deji was one of IBB's boys. If you get a startup, you go home. Got an oil block, change it into Pacific Energy. You have no choice when your parents go home. That's how I brought my son, Rich KJC, home when he was 11. What you want to do after that is yours. Rich KJC came to Nigeria, was doing some hip-hop there, but when he blows now, in America, all right, you guys are going to start calling him Nigerian in the Nigerian government. Something typical of you guys. You start celebrating him because he lived in Nigeria. He's Nigerian. He's not Nigerian. Davido is not Nigerian. Davido is American. And if you want an ambassador, I saw people abusing Davido. Government officials, I don't want to name them yet. Government officials abusing Davido, saying that he's talking nonsense and he's supposed to be an ambassador to this country. Why is he an ambassador to this country? Didn't Kemi Badenoch show you the same thing? Davido is telling the truth here, which is quite unusual for me to be saying. If you're a black American and you want to move to Africa because Trump won, first of all, if you can't take your own president, okay, that's very sad that you can't tolerate your own president. All right, I didn't move out of Nigeria because of my president. I moved out because of people constantly harassing me and threatening me. The people. And I can't practice journalism in peace. I have written everything about anyone. The most that arrested me was a pastor, and he had to drop his case because there was no reason to have arrested me in the first place. Okay? But if you do want to move away, we see celebrities that do move away. Ellen DeGeneres is in the UK. Eva Longoria has gone. Anybody wishing to move to Africa should consider going to Ghana or Nairobi, Kenya. I would suggest Ghana. I would suggest anything in West Africa, which is Ghana and Liberia. That is my suggestion. Do not move to Nigeria. Davido gave a reason saying the economy is in shambles. David knows that if black Americans were to move to Nigeria, they have dollars. Okay, they will have more money when they get there, but it's not the right place to move to because of insecurity, robbery, and all kinds of different things that can happen to them if they are not familiar with their surroundings. It's not Nigeria. Ghana is the one they should go to. I have been to Ghana 4 times in the last 18 months. Okay, I work with some of the companies, that give me freelance jobs there and other parts of West Africa. I try my best in this whole Africa, but I've even gone to do a drug abuse thing in Mauritius, but all these countries, if you want to actually settle somewhere, go to where your people are. Most African Americans are in Ghana. They live there, they have businesses there. And Ghana is a peaceful country. They don't have all this insecurity we have. Their embassy is there for you, and they're very concerned about Americans in there. Their population of 30 million over there. Nigeria is 200 million. You get kidnapped in Lagos, they'll find you in another state. That's if they find you. Ransoms and all that. I would never, ever recommend any black American to move to Nigeria. Davido is just telling you the tip of the iceberg. The economy is in shambles. No matter how much dollars you're bringing, what do you want to do when you get there? Do you have health care? What is your standard of living? Are you open to open a business? To open a business in Nigeria, it costs money and they'll scam you in the process. Government officials, tax people, name it. It's a lot when you see foreigners coming. I'm not saying they don't do it in Ghana. I can tell you one guy who's my friend in Ghana who went through that whole thing. Opening a restaurant in Ghana, a British restaurant in Ghana, and they had every fee for everything for him there because they knew he was coming in with pounds. So please don't come to Nigeria. For all the government officials yapping Davido, please shut up. Nobody should be relocating to Nigeria from anywhere at this time. The economy is bad. When I left Nigeria January of 2023, I believe I was very upset at the Aboki place on, what's the name of that street? I forgot. That street where Ebino is, that's where I went to change money. And they gave me the Naira for 7.64 to the dollar. 500,000, I got like $600. It was horrible. Admiralty Way, that's the road. It was terrible. The same 600 is 1 million now. Don't come to Nigeria, period. Not now.